diving off really hard, and I thought, well, good. Drank it all, and it still took it back, but it's on great, full rev. So then I thought, there's something doing this, I did it, yeah. What's going to be lost Go back, boys.
They all know RAC though. Hey, speak to me.
No, not.
Well, how do you break down?
I can break down.
It's just knowing what size. Yeah.
The one day you don't bring all your spare screws.
I didn't expect to this. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I reckon we should just go to the pub. Yeah.
Depends who's driving there, Sean.
Oh, right. Yeah, which car's doing it?
Mine runs.
No, going to Salika, that's reliable.
I'm not sure whether that's an 8 or a 10. Wait again. So underneath this flat screw, it might be a 10. So it's a 6mm thread with a 10mm.
Go Aaron.
It's a supercharger.
Do you know what size?
Yeah, the screws holding that plate to the
Tommy on one.
body. Yeah. So when you bury the throttle, it's only opening this side. So it's only running on 2.
But like, it could be worse.
Oh yeah, you thought you dropped a valve, which would be
Would be nice.
engine.
Yeah.
1365. Is that close enough? Right. Okay.
Don't know if that looked like it.
Yeah, that can't have snapped off because I took it out.
Depends what's fitted into it, obviously.
Right, so.
But I mean, a fairly common caliper kind of carrier.
Mechanics aftershave WD-40, isn't it?
Yeah, I was probably
The issue was a section of the throttle linkage had come loose while on track, so 2 out of the 4 butterflies were not opening, making the car ground to a halt.
We had a broken throttle linkage, we fixed it. As you can hear, so they're going out to test it and fingers crossed, see how they get on. Right, practice day, track day, race in 4 weeks' time back here. So we had a throttle linkage issue, but other than that, how's the day gone? Have you got confidence in the car?
Yeah, that's what we needed.
Yeah.
There's a bit more confidence. Yeah, it's good.
Bedding in sessions?
Feels good.
Yeah.
It's, apart from throttle linkage, we've been good all day, really.
Excellent.
Tyres took a long while to get into groove for how damp and cold it was this morning.
Yeah.
Apart from that,
Well, let's hope that on the day in 4 weeks
we haven't got to use that.
we're not 3 degrees. It is cold.
Yeah, it
But
just took a while to get everything bedded in, but
Yeah.
good to be back out in it after such a long time.
You confident in 4 weeks' time?
Yeah. If I can just make sure that this linkage is good,
Yeah.
I think we'll do all right in class.
It's becoming habit that I get dirty hands whenever I come here.
I'm saying this to you.
No, definitely. Right, it's been a pleasure, Steve.
It's been good.
Right, we'll see you in 4 weeks' time.
Yeah. Cheers.
Within the TinTops series, they divide the cars into class to keep the racing fair. Steve and James in the Alfa are in E class, which consisted of 4 different cars. The white Alfa 33, there was a red Ford Fiesta, an orange Mini, and a white Peugeot 106, which used to be Steve's old car.
At the moment, the number 17 machine, 16th overall, first.
Due to traffic, Steve and James couldn't get the perfect lap, but still did really well to qualify second in class, just 1.6 seconds behind the Fiesta. Although qualifying second, Steve and James were still confident that they could win. Because of the traffic, they knew they had that 1.6 seconds in the car. The Peugeot qualified third, 0.5 slower than the Alfa, but not quite as bad as the Mini that was over 10 seconds slower than any other car in class. Clearly just there for fun and not really a real competitor to the Alfa.
This is the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio of Bianco Motorsport, going to be piloted by Barry McMahon, and this is their debut race weekend. They're actually entering 2 separate championships today, so 2 40-minute races, and it's also the first time the car has run on slick tyres. so they've got high hopes. They've got some upgrades planned that they couldn't get done for this weekend, so for the next race they'll have over 600 horsepower and a very clever computerized suspension setup. But for this race they're going to be on the grid with Lamborghini Huracans, Porsches, Ferrari 458s, and also in their category they'll be racing against British Touring Car Championship legend Colin Turkington. So let's see how they do against him. Well, Bianco Motorsports Giulia was incredible during the races. They had an issue in Quali 1 and sadly they were actually disqualified from qualifying, so they ended up starting the race in last position, which is P38, but after a 40-minute race they actually ended up finishing in 15th, so that was incredible to do that. And when it came to the second race, Quali 2, there was no issues. They qualified in P13 and they were on track in that race with British Touring Car legend Colin Turkington, and a last lap battle with him meant after passing Colin on the final lap they finished the race in 7th. So on their debut race weekend, 2 races, they actually picked up 2 championship wins on their debut weekend. So incredible.
Some of the drivers, I'm sure, would have been begging for this earlier on and it didn't quite come. We've got, say, a good recovery drive as well from car number 22. That's Luke and Paul Browse in their green.
It's time for the race. James is first in the car and he just has a single formation lap to get the tyres and the engine all up to temperature. So the formation lap is over and it is a green flag, and instantly James is straight to the inside of the track trying to get past some slower cars. Tries to go for the Fiesta, but trying to take it easy into turn 1, don't want to cause any chaos this early on. It is a 40-minute race, so don't want to take any risks this early. So at the end of the first lap, there is just 4 cars separating the Fiesta and the Alfa. So it only took 7 laps to clear the 4 cars separating James and the red Fiesta, and now he can straight away get on the back of him and try and make a move. And straight away on lap 7, going for the inside of the final chicane. Side by side through the chicane, and as long as he gets a good exit, he will make the move down the final start finish straight, coming on to lap 8. It's not an easy job though, because that Fiesta is right on the back of James. Just an insight of how we filmed this video, how I got one of my camera shots of standing on top of one of the fences in a very awkward position for about 30 minutes of the race. So we're 15 minutes into a 40-minute race, and this red Fiesta has already come into the pits for an early pit stop. Everyone has to do a pit stop, even if it's only a 1-driver team. But there is a mandatory pit stop time to not give the teams that have to do a driver swap a disadvantage. So a second place finish for Steve James. Unfortunate, as first place was definitely on the table, but due to the slow pit stop that was caused by the sun coming down and James not being able to see the pit board, and also the Fiesta pitting early to get the clean air to get a really good undercut on Steve James after they'd made their pit stop. So first of all, just what's your reaction to the race? Like, how do you feel it went?
Car ran great. Car ran absolutely mega today. As pit stop let us down, just too long, and I caught the guys out by coming in a lap early. But I wasn't sure how long had gone in the race, and I didn't want to overshoot the pit window, so I come in a lap early, which obviously caught them out. And we spent probably 20 seconds too long in the pit lane, which put us down where we shouldn't have been, really.
Okay. Did you learn anything about the cars, or anything you want to change or anything for the next race, or are you?
Yeah, so for next race we are going to fit the wider front wheels and some wider front tyres to make the car turn in better. The idea of that is that the car doesn't turn in bad at the moment, but we just feel that a wider tyre will help on the front end, and it'll allow the back to move around a little bit more, which again will turn the car in better.
Anything else, or is that about it?
I think that's about it. We'll check it over. We did have a bit of a throttle stick today, so we'll investigate that, ready for Silverstone next round.
Is that the next race, Silverstone?
I think the next race we'll do is probably Silverstone, end of June.
Okay, cool. Well, I don't want to bother you anymore. I want to let you go home. Thanks for letting us come here anyway.
Yeah, no problem.
And yeah, I hope the next race goes just as well.
Cheers.
Cool.